This week's featured property, we're in Highland, Utah, and we're in the Mercer Hollow subdivision. So Darren, we're down here looking, this is what you're gonna get for $1.35 million down in Highland. Beautiful, right?
Fantastic property.
Yeah, one of the, of course, the nice things about this one, it has a big, huge, expansive yard that goes in, has no neighbors behind it, and so it just looks like it goes out forever. It doesn't even have a fence.
How big is the yard?
It's 0.88 acres, but they don't have neighbors on the back part of it or on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side of the property, they've got a dry riverbed that just kind of flows through it. So,
wow.
I mean, it kind of sits in there just perfectly.
So you have almost an acre, but then no neighbors, so it feels even bigger than that.
That's right, yeah. And so this one goes forever. And they did us a great landscaping job. But here's stepping into the inside. Of course, you notice that kitchen, they decked this thing out.
Yeah, what a great looking place.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They've done a lot with this one. Master bedroom's amazing. It's off the back of the house. And the master bath, we're gonna see it here, just beautiful. And they've got a swim spa. They've got an outbuilding outside. It's got a swim spa. We're gonna go look at that in a minute. Beautiful yard. I mean, in a really exclusive neighborhood up there in Highland. And so, but you know, on this one in particular, I wanted to talk about some financing options on this one because, of course, this is an incredible house, but people are always asking, what does it cost to finance $1 million home?
Yeah, that's right. I get asked that question all the time.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
Well, run me through a scenario if you're going to finance $1 million home like this.
Okay, you bet. So a lot of times, people that buy homes in this price range will oftentimes purchase them in cash, or they'll look to do other things with that cash. And so they'll borrow.
So they might have the cash to pay cash for this thing.
That's right.
But they might prefer to finance it because they can keep that money liquid.
That's right. And when you, in a case like this, you may be able to borrow against your house, which might be cheaper money than borrowing for a business or liquidating other investments or things like that. So a lot of times people will look to do financing on the house even if they do have cash. So in a home like this, you would want to look at putting maybe 30% down, which would be just over $400,000. And that would get you a loan amount at $945,000.
Right at that $1 million mark.
Yeah, pretty close to that mark. So at 4.5%, you'd get an APR of 4.61. That would put your principal and interest portion of your payment at $47.88 per month.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, yeah, that's not bad. So that gives you kind of an idea of what a home like this would cost on a monthly basis. You'd have taxes and insurance, of course, on top of that. But yeah, that could be very inexpensive money compared to other loans they could get.
Well, yeah. So if you wanted to go start a business with some of that money or whatever it is, instead of sinking into the house, you go keep yourself liquid. That money. I mean, that money. That's very, very expensive to go get a business loan.
Right.
Much higher risk.
Yeah. Or liquidating investments that you don't want to pull out, or all sorts of reasons why you may want to get financed.
Yeah. And where interest rates are right now, it's almost considered free money, right?
It's very inexpensive.
It's very inexpensive money. Yeah.
Historically.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so it's a good way to go. Of course, the crown jewel of this property is this 1,247 square foot pool house where they put a Michael Phelps swim spa and a hot tub. They put a control for lighting and entertainment system in here, and they've left room for a ping pong table or even your workout equipment. And one of the things I really love about it is no matter what the weather's like here in Utah, you can just blow those big doors open and take advantage of that weather. And they've also put blinds in each one of the windows so privacy is not an issue. So there you have it, incredible views, expansive space, and it's situated in a park-like setting that you can literally use year-round.